And many years ago, I used to work with this girl. Her name was T. So me and T became really close. I mean, we got close, y'all. She used to come over my house after work because I would cook big Sunday dinners. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was 1,000 of me in the house, but it was only, you know what I'm saying, me or whatever when I stayed over east in this ratchet building. That's a different story. But we became close. We would go out after work and eat. She took me to her mother's house one day to meet her mother. And you know, me and her just, you know, we was like two peas in a pod or whatever. We even started wearing our hair like that's how close we got. So we had a group of girls that we worked with or whatever, and I called them the mean girls. So she ended up working on their floor. She tried to get on my floor and work, but they put her on the floor with the mean girls. And she instantly started complaining, like, you know, Patty, I don't want to be up there with them and this. And she was telling management, and management wasn't doing nothing about these girls. And I told her they never do. So one of the girls, like, you know, it's always the leader of the group. The leader of the group, she got into it with her, and they was going back and forth and back and forth. And y'all, when I tell y'all, if y'all knew T, like if y'all had got close with her, like I was close with her, when I tell you, she could have did some damage. You feel me? But at the time, she was the breadwinner in her family. So, you know, she had to like, you know, pick and choose her battles or whatever. And I was just telling her like, gee, ignore them. So one day we came in to work, and she was just telling me like, Patty, I can't do it no more. I'm gonna get into it with one of them, do. She was just basically telling me she was gonna clear old girl, the leader. And my back was turned to her when she was telling me this. So when I turned around, y'all, she had been crying. Like, she was crying. I'm talking about, she looked it bad. And I, you know, told her, something just jumped in my spirit and told her, I said, you gonna have to ignore them. I said, and I promise you, just pray that they find somebody just like them. Pray that they fight against each other. And she was like, you know, I'm just going to go home for the day. So the next day, she had called and told me that she was calling off. So I was like, okay. So you guys, I'm on the floor or whatever. Everybody gossiping, everybody talking. So, you know, I'm like, I wanted to hear too, like, what was going on. So I'm like, what's going on? And they was like, girls, so-and-so, some girls got into it. And the girls got into it on T-Floor. So I was like, who got into it, G? Why all four of the girls that Tiana had got into it with had ended up fighting each other? And all of them got fired. When I called and told her, she was jumping up and down and screaming, jumping up and down. She said, Patty, you told me that. You said that. And that just reminded me of Saul and David. You know, back on this same subject, the Bible is filled with so much stuff. You know, stuff that you're going through. People that you know, interacting with that don't have your best interests. I'm talking about some of everything in there, you guys. But yeah, that's just a story, something that just popped into my head right now.